Hi guys, today we're going to look at simplified rational expression. It's similar to as you have a fraction and then you want to simplify. So for instance, if we have say 14 over 49 and they ask us to simplify, we will look for a common factor that will go to 14 and at the same time that will go to 49 and then we simplify. So 7 is common factor, so we divide here by 7 and we will do the same thing here. We divide here by 7. So realize that 14 divided by 7 is 2 and 49 divided by 7 is 7. So at this moment we cannot go any further down. So this is a simplified form. The same thing also work for rational functions. So for instance, if we have 3 into parentheses x plus 2 all divided by x plus 6 and then x plus 2. And they ask us to simplify this. All that we will see is that we see that there is x plus 2 at the numerator and at the denominator. So that means it will turn into 1. It will cross out because it's 1, leaving us with only 3 at the top. And then x plus 6 at the bottom here. And here we say that x cannot be equals to -6 because if it becomes that, it becomes 0. So that's the condition that we have to put in there. You don't really need to do that, but I need to let you know here. Let's look for more example. So if we have, say, x squared minus 25 divided by x minus 5, and they ask you to simplify. So here you see that this is a quadratic and we have solved a quadratic. We have dealt with a quadratic in this channel, so I'll also link it to that. So here we realize that we are missing the bx part of it. So you can put it in there if you want to go on that route. So you can say, okay, squared plus 0x here minus 25 all divided by x minus 5. And here you look for the factors of 25 that you multiply, and at the same time when you multiply you're supposed to get -25, and when you add you have to get 0. Here you realize that it's going to be -5 and then +5. So we realize that x minus 5 is a common on numerator and denominator, so they turn up to become 1. So that's the reason why we cross it out. And then we get the answer to be x plus 5. That's one way of doing it. We can look at the other way of doing it. So let's look at the difference of two squares, which is a squared minus b squared is always equals to a plus b. and a minus b. That's the difference of two squares. We can also use that. So here we can write this as x squared minus one number squared that will give us 25 is 5. So 5 right here. Then we have our x minus 5 here. And based upon what we set up here, we can write this as x plus 5 and x minus 5. And we have it here. And x minus 5 is a common, so they tend to become 1. And that leaves us with x plus 5. So whichever way that you do it, you can arrive at the same answer. Let's look at another example. If we have x squared minus 4x plus 3 all divided by x squared plus x minus 12. So here, what we have to do is that we have to break this one into the factors. So that's the reason why you need to be master of solving quadratic equations. So here, this is the C part. You look for the factors that you multiply, you get 3 is 1 and 3, and when you add, you're supposed to get -1. So because of that, we are going to turn into -1 times -3. So here we can say that, oh, -1 and -3 can break it down with that. In case you're having difficulty, I'm going to attach the link to this video about how to solve quadratic by factoring method for your review so that you can do really well here. Here we look at -12 as a C, and we look for two numbers we multiply that you get 12, which will be 1 and 12, 6 and 2, 3 and 4. But you're doing it in such a way that you have to get 1. So you could see that this can able to help us. We can manipulate this to do that. So we need positive 1. So if this is negative, it will work. And then -3 times 4, -3 times 4 give us a -12, and when we add it, we are going to get that one. So we put that here. So here x plus 4, and then x minus 3. And we realize that x minus 3 is common. We have 1 at the top and 1 at the down, so they tend to become 1, so they go away, leaving us with x minus 1 and x plus 4, where we say that x cannot be equals to -4 as our final simplification form. All right, let's look at our next example. 2x plus 12 all divided by x squared plus 7x plus 6. Okay, so here we can look at the common factor because we are trying to simplify. So the common factor could be 2. So we bring 2 out, leaving x here plus 6. And the factors of 6 is 1 and 6. You multiply, you get that, and when we add it, we get 7. So that satisfies this equation down here. So we can rewrite that one as x plus 1 and x plus 6. And this x plus 6 is common, so they become 1, leaving us with 2 on top, and then x plus 1 down here. And then we say that x cannot be equals to -1, because if x is -1, it becomes 2 over 0, which becomes error or undefined. So that's the reason why we give that condition. It's not really required though, but as mathematician, we have to know all that kind of stuff. So here, bring us to the end. All right, see you in the next video.